Hey folks, Dylan and I have emailed each other phrases, and we are going to immediately make up how those phrases came to be said. And the phrase that I emailed Dylan is the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So Dylan, how did that come to be said?
Well, a long time ago, a couple was walking along a beach, and the man, he bent down and he proposed to the woman. And the woman was just so overjoyed, and they hugged, and there was a sailor passing by, and he wished them well. And on the way home, they noticed all of these starfish were washing upon shore, and they just started throwing them back one by one. And a real hippie person came up to them, and they thought that the hippie person was gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are great," but the hippie dude started criticizing them because they weren't cleaning off the sand before throwing it back, throwing the starfish back in the water. And the newly engaged man said, "Hey man, the left sand doesn't know what the right sand is doing."
All right, and Dylan, go ahead and hit me with it.
Yours is, this ship has sailed.
Well, folks, we have some great friends named Zachary and Caitlin Roe, and Zachary studied really hard and became a real estate agent. And because he became a real estate agent, he became incredibly wealthy. And because he became incredibly wealthy, he did what all responsible wealthy people do. He bought a boat. And he took Caitlin down to the marina, and he had arranged a romantic dinner. He'd talked some lobsters into giving up their lives so that they could have a lovely evening together. And he went to the lobsters and whispered sweet nothings into their ear and talked them into the pot. And so they had the most delicious dinner on the lovely, amazing waters of Lake Lanier. And he had prepared this fantastic lobster Wellington, and a puff pastry with a sherry cream sauce. And he had fresh, delicate vegetables on the side. And he served a beautiful champagne. And his hope was to give her a moonlight cruise, and they'd have a romantic night together. But about 30 minutes in, Caitlin began to blush. And then she began to turn red. And then she broke out in dots. And it turned out that she was allergic to puff pastry. How could somebody be allergic to puff pastry? And they never went out on the moonlit cruise because she ran away and had to take some antihistamine and immediately go home to their dogs and go to bed. And Zachary was so sad that very night he sold the boat. And when he came home to Caitlin said, "You're not gonna make me go back out there, are you?" And Zachary said, "Nope, I've got the money right here, dear. That ship has sailed." We hope that Zachary and Caitlin are doing well.